And good evening, YouTube community. It's your boy Lex Anderson. And you know what? I had so much fun watching NFL Red Zone last night that I'm just going to go where I was right, where I was wrong. We're going to do it tonight before Monday Night Football. Usually I come through on Tuesdays because I wait for the Monday night game, but I'm confident that the Panthers will beat the Dolphins. So, we'll just leave it at that. And I'll make another video for the final score anyway. But here's where I went right and where I was wrong. Thursday game, Seahawks at the Cardinals, Battle of the Birds. I said the Seahawks would win. Russell Wilson threw for 2 touchdowns, both to Jimmy Graham, as the Seahawks got the win 22-16. However, there were some issues about Russell Wilson and the concussion protocol. But folks, we know what it is. And it's that players don't miss snaps, and they definitely don't want to give up their starting quarterback job to the backup. So it led to a victory, but you can only do so much. It's up to the person to ultimately take care of themselves, which is something that RW chose not to do. All right, Sunday 1 o'clock games. Bengals at Titans. Titans come back to win 24-20 as Marcus Mariota throws a 7-yard touchdown pass to DeMarcus Murray with 36 seconds left to play. DeMarcus Murray scored 3 touchdowns on the day. And the Titans have now won 5 straight, sitting at 6-3, which is why I'm here, repping the Titans with the Titans hat. And the Bengals, 3-6, have now lost 3 out of their last 4 games. But that's not a surprise considering the horrific manner, in which their season started. So the Bengals are who we thought they were, losers. Browns at Lions. I had talked about this earlier. The Browns are just sunk. They're just sunk in this mirror of a losing mentality, losing attitude, losing culture. Honestly, being up 10-0 in the first quarter and then 24-17 in the third quarter, but it turns into a Lions comeback. Final score 38-24 as Stafford throws for 249 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let's face it, folks. The Browns, I look for them to go winless on the season. I've called it before. The Prophet, we're calling it again. The Browns will be winless on this season. Joining the Lions, who were also the first NFL's winless team. So I think we're going to go full circle with this. Okay, Chargers at Jaguars. Chargers lose. I had picked for them to win. The Jaguars won 20-17 in overtime for their first 3-game winning streak since 2013. In a previous video, I made mention of the Chargers and Phillip Rivers, and again, another culture of losing, the inability to get the job done. San Diego fans should be grateful that they left to go to LA, where no one really pretty much gives a damn about them. So that's all I got on that one. Jets at Buccaneers. Whew, I said the Jets would win, and they lose. Final score 15-10. Of course, the Jets came through with some garbage touchdown in the final minute of the game. The Jets are so up and down. It's just sickening between them and the Giants. As a New Yorker, not representing either team, it just sucks to have 2 professional sports teams in your city and they both suck. It's disgusting. Packers at Bears. How can you not beat a team without Aaron Rodgers? Well, guess what? That team would be called the Bears. So the Green Bay Packers pick up their first win of the season without Aaron Rodgers. Final score 23-16, snapping a 3-game losing streak. And Huntley throws for 212 yards and a score. So the Bears are definitely major disappointment. You don't lose without Aaron Rodgers not playing. It's so stupid. Speaking of stupid, Saints at Bills. I had said that the Bills would beat the Saints, who suck on the road, but the Bills wind up losing 47-10 behind 3 touchdowns from Mark Ingram. Drew Brees even ran for a score, or more like walked. That's how non-existent the Bills' defense was, and it just makes no sense. Mark Ingram, again, 21 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns. Not a tip of the cap, but a top of the palm to you on that one. Steelers at Colts. Again, culture of winning. Do you have what it takes to be a winner? The Colts had the Steelers down and out. They had them down 17-13 in the third quarter, and it turns out that Big Ben leads the comeback. 2017 final score as Boswell kicks a field goal as time expired to give them the win. Wow, Steelers are 7-2 and the Colts are now 3-7. Andrew Luck is done for the season and possibly career-wise as well, as I've read in reports that he's off in Europe getting his body re-examined. So who knows what they're doing to him out there. But what a waste of a game, though. Brissett threw two 60-plus yard touchdown passes. Like, if that doesn't inspire you on how to win a game and close out a game, what more can you want from a human being? Speaking of wanting, Vikings at Redskins. The Vikings win 38-30 as Keenum throws 4 touchdowns to 4 different players. This guy, A. Delian, first initial, A. Delian, 8 catches, 166 yards, 1 touchdown, career high on the yardage. And this guy is the only wide receiver averaging 5 catches a game. So congratulations on the Vikings for holding me down on that prediction. And speaking of wide receiver, we're just going to jump straight into the 425 game because I picked the Cowboys to beat the Falcons because everybody has been beating the Falcons this season. But no, they wind up losing. Final score 27-7 as Prescott sacked 6 times by Adrian Claiborne. Like, who is this guy? Both teams are now 5-4. Jerry Jones is going ballistic, threatening to sue the NFL and stop Goodell's contract extension because his boy Zeke has been, mandated to serve the 6-game suspension. So I'm just loving the drama between Jerry Jones and his owners and Goodell in the league. This is just totally a calamity of drama. So this is a good form of entertainment, honestly. Okay, but the reason why I'm saying this, back to the wide receivers. Catches, Dez Bryant only 39 yards. Prescott, what's going on? I've said it before. Something between Prescott and Dez Bryant is not clicking. And with no Zeke in the lineup, these guys have got to be on the same page to go out there and dominate. I see Prescott throwing to everybody else except Dez Bryant. Those guys need to have a locker room meeting. All right, back to the 405 game. Texans at Rams. The Rams dominated the Texans 33-7. Goff, career high 355 yards, truly put on an air show. 3 touchdowns. And Robert Woods with 8 catches for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. And their field goal kicker even got into action, kicking 4 field goals. It's the 4th straight win by the LA Rams, who now sit on top at 7-2. The Texans, currently 3-6, have lost 3 straight and 4 out of their last 5. But hey, we knew what would happen when Deshaun Watson tore his ACL, and J.J. Watt, well, he's always injured, so we know how that goes. The game I had called the upset game of the week, the Niners did get their first victory against the Giants, a.k.a. Team Turmoil, a.k.a. I will never call those guys the G-Men again because they are not playing like men. I said that the Giants had one of 2 options this season. Either you be a spoiler for the contending teams or you're a human carpet. Just be a doormat. Lay out the welcome mat and just let everybody walk over you. And I see that the Giants have gone with option B, to be a doormat. So great way to start off the second half of your doormat season by letting the 49ers get their first win of the season. Final score 31-21. Beathard throws for 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, and even ran for a score. Oh, to be a New Yorker, Jets and Giants. It's just, rock, hard place. There's no in between. Sunday night football game, Patriots at Broncos. Of course, Brady had his issues in Mile High Stadium, winning for the 4th time in his past 11 games. But guess what? These ain't your Elway Broncos, okay? Final score, 41-16, as the Patriots gallop all over the Broncos behind Tom Terrific's 3 touchdown passes. And let's go into the stats on this one, actually. The Patriots win their 12th consecutive road victory, matching their own AFC record. But did you know the team that holds the most consecutive road wins belongs to, yes, you guessed it, Broadway Joe Montana. Joe Montana led the 49ers to 18 straight road game victories. Wow, that is just crazy. and that was in the 1988-1990 season. Excuse me. And what else do we have here? Brady improves to 8-9 against the Broncos. Whoop-de-doo for Tom Terrific. All right, speaking of whoop-de-doo, like I said, Dolphins at Panthers. I'm going with Cam Newton. Jay Cutler, he of the cracked ribs is going to play, so who knows? Maybe Cutler responds better when he's physically injured. Maybe it wakes him up to realize that he's getting paid $10 million this year to be a quarterback and actually, air it out. So let's see what happens. But between this and Raw, I've got a lot of channel surfing to do. So once again, Tennessee's holding it down. Yes, folks, Tennessee Titan fan. I'm a layover from the old days of the AFL, Warren Moon, Houston Oilers. Like, there it is. Do I need to say any more? Like, I'm giving you a history lesson here. And if you don't know, Google, YouTube, Warren Moon, Houston Oilers. Trust me, folks. One of the great Hall of Famers, African American QB, a living legend, Warren Moon. So that's all I got for today. But before I let y'all go, do not let your journey into the Sports Opinion Log end right here. Your journey, Sports Opinion Log, it doesn't have to end right here. You can press up, give your boy a thumbs up, and then hit that subscribe button so you stay in the know and up to date about what I have to say in matters pertaining to the NBA, the NFL, or who else knows where sports drama might strike. Speaking of, well, it's not drama, but again, a salute to the Rookie of the Year, Aaron Judge. It's not a World Series trophy, but hey, you know what? Something's better than nothing, right? That's all I got for today. Thank you for tuning in. This is your boy Lex Anderson. I'm signing out.